Welcome to Mickey Sightings. As tonight we are starting a live stream called Thursday Night Live, and we're hoping we finally get a kind of a live stream schedule that's going to work for us with school starting. And tonight was Meet Your Teacher and cooking dinner and all those kinds of things. So I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but that kind of happens. I guess that's the beauty of live streaming, is sometimes life kind of gets ahead of the stream real quick. But anyway, it's great to have you. Good to have you with us, Noah. Good to have you with us tonight, man. And so tonight we're just going to do a few things and trying to get on a schedule this fall and winter of doing a news and views type stream on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. And then doing a Thursday night stream at 7 o'clock of just kind of discussion, and if there are any challenges that we're doing or top fives or whatever the case may be. Good connection. Awesome. Good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. It's been a little up and down here today. We've had a really bad storm. Hey, Robin, good to have you with us tonight. You're just get to hang out with me, at least for the first part, or possibly all of the stream. I'm not sure. Susie and Bekah just got home from school. So anyway, a lot going on here in the household. Hey, Trix, good to see you. Good to have you with us tonight. So tonight we're just going to take an opportunity just to do something that I haven't done actually on a live stream. We've done a vlog of it before, but if you've watched any of our vlogs, you know that we subscribe to the Magic Candle Company, and we're part of their monthly subscription service. And they do not endorse us in any way. They don't sponsor us in any way or like that, but this is such a neat product that we've always wanted to share it with our YouTube family. If you love Disney, you definitely will love their products. Since inspired by your favorite vacation destinations, of course, the majority of that inspiration, of course, is Walt Disney World. So this past week, we got our box of the month. I do have to go ahead and full disclosure, I've already opened it, so I know what is in it. I couldn't wait. When these come or anything comes like that in the mail, I'm like a kid at Christmas. So, hey, Sawyer, good to have you with us tonight. And so I'll be trying to talk and keep up with chat. So we'll see how that happens. Usually Bekah or Susie helps me keep up with chat. So I don't know. I don't know if I can chew gum and walk at the same time sometimes. So anyway, without further ado, let's open up the Magic Candle Company. As you can see, right now they're running a summer promo where your first order, you save 15%. Off of your order, and I think we're still getting maybe a 15% discount off of our subscription box too. I'm not quite sure about that. I have to double check that. But this month, our fragrance of the month is Caribbean Resort, and the description of this is it's just like a tropical resort paradise. Our Caribbean fragrance brings the islands to you. The fragrance features wisps of citrus, introduced with a creamy coconut heart and accented with sweet and salty caramel. And it smells really, really good. If you've ever been into the Caribbean beach resort, that's what it smells like. It smells like sea and sand. Suntan, sunscreen, coconut, really, really good. And so inside of the, I'll open it back up, is the, of course, the wooden wick candle. All the candles through Magic Candle Company are wood wick. And then there are also wax melts. There was a room deodorizer, the little hang up room deodorizer that has already gone to Susie's car. So you don't get to see that. She's already put that in her car. And then the fragrance spray. Now, one of the things we also like to use that they make are the scented oils that we can put in our diffuser. And those do not come in the monthly subscription, unfortunately. Hopefully they will maybe change that so that you can add those, because we actually like diffusing things better than burning candles, but we get candles, we will burn them. But that's the box this month, and it smells really, really good. If you like beach scents, very summery scents, you'll really, really like this. So check out the Magic Candle Company. Save 15% today, and if you want to become a part of their subscription program. So far, our last month we got the Very Vero, which is still one of my favorites because it smells just like a grove of orange blossoms. And if you've ever lived in California or in Florida where there are a lot of orange blossoms, you know that smell. It's kind of akin to jasmine, but it has its own scent, and it is so good. It is so good. So let's see. Oh, hey, AAGC Magic, good to have you with us tonight. Hey, Mini Fan, good to have you with us tonight. Of course, you guys know Mini Fan is Susie. So she is in the chat, so she will kind of help me keep up with the chat as they're eating dinner. I made mine, and they don't like seafood. I made a linguine with clam sauce. They brought home pizza. So that's the way it is. So anyway, that is our new box from Magic Candle Company. And just want to talk a little bit about our trip. A couple weeks ago, we took Robin actually went to Animal Kingdom with us and to Epcot, and briefly went into Hollywood Studios, and so much going on. I don't know if you've seen some of the highlights just in the last 2 or 3 days, but my understanding is all the monoliths are now gone at Epcot. I think Greg with Greg's Disney's Adventures, he is streaming from there tonight, and he made a note. He says, "Hey, Shawn, check this out. They're gone." So that was really neat to see that all of those have been taken out. It seems. Hey, Sawyer, you love seafood? Yes, I could eat seafood every day. I literally could. There's not any kind of seafood I don't like. I think I've pretty much, if it swims or floats, has gills or scales, I have probably eaten it, and I love all of it. So, but my two girls do not. They do not like seafood at all. So, so when Dad's kind of on his own, that's whenever I either make something with seafood or I go buy something with seafood. But we had a great trip. We went to the 50s Primetime Cafe at Hollywood Studios, which if you guys have never been there, I encourage you to do that. Susie likes the pork roast there, the pot roast, and I love the fried chicken. It is awesome. Their specialty is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich milkshake. I'm not even sure how they make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich milkshake, but it's kind of one of their claims to fame, and it is really, really good. Of course, we're looking forward to August 20th, going back to Hollywood Studios, but this time we'll be going for our Galaxy's Edge preview, and we'll be doing our here. I'm bad about kicking the tripod. We'll be going for our Galaxy's Edge annual pass holder preview, so we're pretty excited about that. That's going to be a seriously quick trip. We're going to get down there about the time our window opens, stay the night, and have to be home the next morning. So it is going to be we're going to probably be in Orlando less than 14 hours, but it's worth it. It'll be a lot of fun to see Galaxy's Edge. We've been watching vlogs and we've been watching videos, but there's nothing like being there in person. So, but I will be doing vlogging from there. I may be doing live streaming from there, depending on how all of that shapes up. So stay tuned for August 20th for Mickey Sightings to be there at Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. But we had a really good time. We did a lot of pin trading. I don't know if you guys are really into pin trading, but we love it. And we have lanyards full. We have lanyards back here that are ready to go for the next trip. We'll probably wear them to Hollywood Studios even for 2 or 3 hours just to do a little bit of pin trading. And we introduced Robin to pin trading, and she is now addicted to it. She loves pin trading. So it's kind of neat to have another pin trading buddy. So your wife is making P.F. Chang's vegetarian wraps tonight. Ooh, trying to be healthy, sorry. Yeah, I know. Summer kind of blows everything. So then we get into the fall, school starts, like, okay, let's try to get back into eating better. And so far this week, done pretty good. But yeah, definitely have to eat better. Get back to our walking. It has been so hot here in Florida, even here in North Florida. It has been so hot that you don't want to be outside. It's either ridiculously hot or ridiculously humid. And today we had a vile storm come through. And of course, after it passed, it left the air just drippy. So once it gets a little bit cooler, we get back to our afternoon walks again and walks during the day. And it just really, really helps a lot to keep the old heart and everything. Yeah, Robin said she's hooked. She is hooked. So, and it's a good thing. Pin trading is a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do, which of course we did the pin challenge, the Halloween pin challenge that Cargo, we were tagged in with Cargo 619. If you've never checked out her channel, I think all of you guys are probably on her channel, but check out Cargo 619. She did a great tag. It was a hard tag for us because we don't have a lot of Halloween stuff. Halloween's not really one of our big things. we are much more into Christmas. We are a Christmas family. I know in PTV they talk about putting up their Christmas tree village, their Christmas tree area. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see that. We put up 5 Christmas trees in our house. One of them is a Disney tree. One of them is a tree with family heirlooms on it. Another is a tree that has all the places that we have gone since we've been married and having Rebekah. That's one of the trees. Then we've got another tree that just kind of has more or less like snowmen on it, and then another tree that kind of catches whatever those trees don't catch. We buy Christmas ornaments everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. We went to the little it's a I don't even remember the name of it. It's out in the panhandle of Florida, but we went out there to see the sea urchins and the turtles and things like that. We bought 2 Christmas ornaments there. So if they sell ornaments, we're probably going to buy one. So, and that way we have plenty on our trees. Saul, you said you have a few pins that we've won on giveaways and stuff. Well, that's cool. And that is actually a good way to get started. I think the first time how we got started was we bought a starter pack of pins that we really liked and actually kept the pins and got a couple from cast members. And then what was really cool is one of the cast members that used to work in ticket and transportation, and he's now one of the guest satisfaction folks. He was working at Ticket and Transportation Center and really blessed us with some Disney magic. Rebekah had gone up to him. They started talking about pin trading. We had never really pin traded. We had our lanyards. We had like 5 pins that we really didn't want to get rid of, but we wanted to try it. And so she was talking to him. His name is Brad. Mr. Brad, this is what we're doing. He says, listen, keep those pins and let me hook you up. And he goes into the back and he comes out with a double handful of pins for us to trade. And that really launched our pin trading. And at the same time, he said, have you ever heard of the 5-legged goat pin? And we're like, no. Well, if you guys aren't familiar, the 5-legged goat is actually on the Grand Canyon mural in the Contemporary Resort. And Mary Blair, who did that mural, in all of the murals that she did in her career, she always placed an accident or a mistake in it. And as you're up on the monorail platform facing the mural in the Contemporary, if you look slightly toward the upper part of it, there is a goat that has 5 legs. There are goats all over this the mountain, and one of them has 5 legs. So they made a pin duplicating that, the 5-legged goat. So he gave Rebekah a button that said, on a mission to find the 5-legged goat. Well, we spent that whole trip trying to find the 5-legged goat pin to no avail. Well, we found it online and bought it, and we were able, and just as things happened, we started pin trading with those pins. We got 2. She took Brad one of them, so mission accomplished. We were able to find the 5-legged goat pin, and since then, that's kind of a special pin for us. And when Robin started her pin trading, we gave Robin a 5-legged goat pin to put on her lanyard as well, because that's really the pin that launched us into pin trading, and we've loved it ever since. So if you hang out with us anytime, you're going to be seeing a lot more to do with pins. All right, Sawyer, you're right back. That's great. And so anyway, the cast member's name is Brad Hughes, and he works with guest satisfaction at Magic Kingdom now. But at that time, he was at Ticket and Transportation, and then he moved to Epcot, and then they asked him to be a part of that guest satisfaction team, which is a huge honor at Disney to be on the guest satisfaction team. That is kind of something that we've come to understand that you want to be a part of, and he's amazing. We immediately try. We always bring up his name at Disney and say, Brad Hughes, most amazing cast member ever. He has his own YouTube channel as well, and does great vlogging and stuff there. He does a lot of vlogs on comic books and things as it pertains to Star Wars and such. So he just did. And the other thing that we like to do when we're at the parks is look for hidden Mickeys, and there are hidden Mickeys everywhere. And Christmas about 2 years ago, we bought Rebekah a book on all the hidden Mickeys of Disney World. I was trying to think if I had it nearby, but anyway, it catalogs all of the known hidden Mickeys on Disney property. And it categorizes by park, resort, cruise line, you name it. And so we like looking for hidden Mickeys as well, taking pictures of them. As annual pass holders, as you go, you kind of look for different things to do. Not that Disney ever gets stale by any stretch of the imagination, but we just like to, as a family, look for different things to do while we're there. And that is one of the things that we chose to do. We love to pin trade, resort hop and pin trade. We can spend 2 days just resort hopping and pin trade, never even make it into a park. Because we love doing that, especially in the heat of the summer. The resorts are much cooler, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a respite from the heat too. So that's kind of an added plus. And then we also resort hop during the Christmas holidays, because if you've never been to Disney during the holidays, you've got to go. I know everybody goes during the summer. That's kind of like everybody's time to go, but no one does Christmas like Disney. It is absolutely phenomenal what happens at Disney at Christmas. And yeah, Minifan, thanks, Susie. Park Views with Brad Hughes. That is the name of his YouTube channel. So check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Ring the notification bell. You'll really like his channel. He is a cast member. He has a lot to offer to bring to the plate. So while we were there this trip, Susie was actually at a craft workshop. So Bekah and I had a full day, most of a full day on Saturday to just spend doing whatever we wanted to do. And we started the morning at Magic Kingdom, and it got really hot really fast. The crowds were not bad at all, but it got really hot. So we were able to make lunch reservations over at the Contemporary at the Wave of Flavors restaurant. Now, I have heard great things about the Wave. So we said, let's go there. And the thing that I wanted to try there was the bacon and eggs, which is it's on their appetizer menu, and it's one of their claims to fame. Wouldn't you know it, they only serve it at breakfast and dinner. So I missed out on it at lunch, but we had a really, really nice lunch there. They had a cream of spinach soup, one of the best soups I've probably ever eaten. I love soup. I love making soup. I'm trying to copycat that recipe now so that I can make it. It was really, really good. Rebecca had the grilled steak bites on a kebab, and it was filet. It was filet mignon on the kids menu. It was absolutely delicious. I think it has now made it to one of her favorite places to eat on Disney property. So that's the Wave. And it's really nice. It's really pretty in there. It wasn't very busy because we were there kind of at an odd time when our reservation was, but our server was outstanding. And he has put in to try to be a server at the new Star Wars restaurant. He has been put into the pool to be a server there. And he said, he was telling us, he said, man, that's like a dream come true. He said he can't wait he hopes to get hired there, transferred there, and that he can go up to guests and say, this is not the dessert you're looking for. And just an awesome personality. He just did a great job. And wow, it was really good. So we highly recommend Waves of Flavor Cafe at the Contemporary Resort. And then we pin traded most of the day, resort hop during the day, and went over to Caribbean Beach Resort to Sebastian's Bistro. And we had never eaten there either. We had put in a reservation there, and that was very good. I had their sample plate, which had Caribbean jerk chicken. It had a Caribbean rice on it. It had coconut shrimp, and it also had roasted pork, almost like a mojo type pork. It was very Cuban inspired in that sense. It was very good. I was very impressed with theirs. Bekah ordered off of the kids menu. I think she got a cheeseburger, so pretty simple there because again, she doesn't like seafood. But mine was fantastic. So we had never eaten there, but Sebastian's Bistro is definitely one of those to put on your list because it was a really, really good place to eat. So that Saturday, we tried 2 new places. We like to eat at new places and try them out. And that was Waves of Flavor at the Contemporary Resort and Sebastian's Bistro at the Caribbean Beach Resort. And for back to school shopping, some of you, I think you caught our live stream. We were in St. Augustine. Thank you, Noah, for sharing it. Thank you very much. I hope you caught our live stream at St. Augustine. If not, you can go back. We've uploaded it into YouTube. But we had a great time. It's just a quick overnight trip to go to the outlets, but we took a little tour through St. Augustine at night, and it is so pretty. We love Charleston and Savannah, St. Augustine, and New Orleans. They're all sister cities, and we just loved Charleston. We went to Charleston a few years back, and it was amazing. And we love going over to St. Augustine when we get a chance. And so we did a little tour through it. Well, as we were going through it, we said, how can we make a tour of St. Augustine a Mickey sighting? So we said, okay, well, let's walk through St. Augustine in what area we could, at night, it was kind of late, and find things related to Disney. Well, RVing to Disney came on with us in the chat. I think Noah, you guys were in there. Sawyer, you guys were in there. I think Rachel was in there. Anyway, we had folks kind of coming in and out. We found Mickey sightings everywhere in St. Augustine. We got up to 10. We set our goal at 10, and we blew 10 out of the water. So it was so much fun to turn a non-Disney trip into a Disney thing. So that's a lot of fun. And that's really what we want to do at Mickey Sightings, is it's not just all about Disney. Disney's predominantly what it is, but it's just Mickey, to me, he is my favorite Disney character. And I know that may sound kind of trite, but he is absolutely my favorite character. I love Walt's vision for who Mickey is to be. And to me, Mickey is inspiring, and he is kind-hearted. And so Mickey Sightings is not just looking for Mickey, but it's looking for those things that celebrate family and celebrate adventure and celebrate fun. And that's really why, as a family, when we developed this YouTube channel, our tag kind of became "Where Family and Adventure Await," because that's really what we're wanting to do: share our family and share our adventure with you as we go to different places. And that way you can share. Hey, Main Street Moments, good to have you with us. Great to see you guys tonight. So we went to Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill, which they have things other than seafood. So Susie and Bekah were okay. But I got she crab soup. It was fantastic. Best I had had since we had in Charleston. It was so good. And I got a shrimp and scallop dish there that was in a cream sauce over a grit cake. Yeah, you remember Sawyer. We were starving Sawyer out that night. Sawyer in the middle was like starving to death that night. He was out walking. We're walking. He's like, watching you guys walk. I'm walking with you. But we're talking about all this food. We're passing all these food establishments, all this chocolate and everything. And he's like, please, guys, I'm starving. So he hadn't had much to eat that day. And it was funny. It was just a lot of fun that we had that night. So, I encourage you to go back, watch the video. It was just a lot of fun. But while we were there, we stayed at a resort. It's more like a little hotel, but it's Guy Harvey. Those of you may be very familiar with Guy Harvey. It is a Guy Harvey resort there in St. Augustine. And this is the first time we had stayed there, and it was fantastic. We absolutely loved it. The price was right, and it is right on the beach. It is right on St. Augustine Beach. You go out. Had a balcony. You go out the back by the pool, walk over the little embankment, because over there's a berm before you get to the beach, unlike Ormond Beach and Daytona and those areas. You cross over the berm, and there was the beach. And so I did a live stream there at the beach, and I think some of you guys might have joined me on that. But that was a lot of fun, and I encourage you, if you're around St. Augustine, check them out. Check them out online. Let's see. Okay, I don't have my little board here. There it is, Guy Harvey Resort, St. Augustine. So that was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was just overnight, but we're definitely going to stay there for a longer stay. It was very clean. The staff were amazing. I mean, everybody was so friendly. They've got a restaurant in the hotel that is a Floridian type restaurant. It's has Cuban food and what we call around here Florida cracker food. If you're a native to Florida, they call us Florida crackers. Well, it's seafood, and it's seafood right there from the area. The St. Augustine, Jacksonville area is known for their Mayport shrimp. And wow. Anyway, we didn't get to eat there. I will definitely do it next time. So we'll have a food review for that. But so that's kind of summed up what's been going on in the last couple of weeks. And we've made it up to, I think, 229 subscribers. Thank you so much. Our channel is growing, and we are so excited about that. when we started, we were just like, let's just push record and just share our life, our love for Disney, our love for family with people who also share love for Disney and love for family. And we have met some of the neatest people. And Robin said, sorry, my granddaughter FaceTimed me to tell me about her first day of school. Hey, that's okay. No worries, Robin. That's much more important than our live stream. But you can catch what we said because we talked about you just a little bit. But we've it's been crazy busy getting ready for school, of course, and we're going to be doing hopefully, as I said at the beginning of the live stream, a little bit more of an established schedule, doing news and views on Mondays at 7. And sometimes it may just be me, it may be all of us, it just kind of depends on schedules. And then Thursday night live, we'll be doing Thursday night live also at 7 o'clock, or like tonight 7:02. Anyway. We're kind of known for being late sometimes, so don't hold that against us. But we are so enjoying the channel. We're so enjoying doing this. There's going to be a great lineup of folks tonight. Our buddies over at PTV, those guys are amazing, and they're going to be doing their show tonight. And I am a bad YouTube friend. I am a bad YouTube friend. I did not pull up the schedule for tonight, but I know Izzy with Disney Trivia Night. They're live actually right now. And oh gosh, y'all, there are going to be others coming up. I've got to get better about writing the schedule, but there's a great lineup tonight of different Disney channels that are going to be live tonight. So make sure you check them out too. I just want to shout out to some of our friends that we have met here recently, and that first is Tammy with Yammy's Adventures. Check her channel out. She does a great job vlogging from the parks, but also the character warehouses. She also has personal shoppers. So if there's something that you like and you'd like to order through her, you can. Of course, there are fees and things, of course, because you have to her time and postage and all that. But it's worth it. I mean, if you're not near them, you can get stuff so much cheaper there at the character warehouses than you can get in the park. So I encourage you to check out Yammy. That's with a Y, Yammy's Adventures. And then Pepper Tree Villa. Those guys are amazing. What historians of Disney they are. I have absolutely fallen in love with their channel because I love Disney history. And that's one of the things that as our channel continues to develop, I want to get more into. And those guys just keep inspiring me. I mean, they just blow me away. They just do such a great job. Also, another channel to check out if you haven't is Disney Nerd Herders. And that's Charlie and Stacy and family. And we got to meet them a few weeks ago at Epcot, and they are great family. So check out their channel. Also, Greg's Disney's Adventures. He does a great work. As a matter of fact, I don't know if he's still live, but he was live earlier at Epcot, and he lives down there. He tries to go to the parks and just does a great job. So Greg's Disney's Adventures, I want to shout him out as well. And there are so many more. Oh my goodness. We love watching Steve's World. Steve's World, he has a great channel. Zippity Doodad has a great channel. Shep Family, great channel. Just Brandy and Dave. I mean, the list goes on and on. Main Street Moments. There's just great channels out there for you guys to check out. And check out Sorry in the Middle, their channel. Check out Noah, the Disney World fan as well. Check them out. The Lucky Minute, listening while working. Thank you very much. Thank you. Check out the Lucky Minute as well. Check out these great channels because they're all family friendly. And we have really gotten to a point as a family, we seriously could not watch television anymore, or felt so uncomfortable watching television with a young dog, with a young child. And I told someone at our church, I said, if it wasn't made in the 60s or the 70s, we probably don't watch it. And we're watching, Addams Family and Gunsmoke and Bonanza and Cosby Show, all these things that we grew up with. And finally just cut the cable completely from satellite and started watching YouTube channels and found this amazing community. And we have been so blessed to not only get to meet people and share their lives online, but to be able to meet them in person at the parks has been amazing. We've been able to hang out with Greg, and Greg's a great guy. Being able to hang out with him, and he's a lot of fun. He hung around with us, and we hung around with him. And at Magic Kingdom, we've hung out with him, but also at Epcot. And he hung out with us with Robin, and we all went to see Yeehaw Bob together. Speaking of which, if you've never seen Yeehaw Bob, he is at Port Orleans Riverside at the Rooster's Nest there. Fantastic entertainment. Just go sit in the lounge area, get a Coca-Cola, and just be blown away at how amazing his show is. We've got part of his show on our channel, the third part of it. So check him out. If you're not familiar with Yeehaw Bob, you got to check him out. What is my least favorite part, Brian? My least favorite. Gosh, I would probably, wow. That is a really hard question because I cannot find. Okay, my favorite park. Okay, let's do it this way. My favorite park, and our favorite park as a family, is Magic Kingdom. I believe because Walt touched it, so to speak. That's Main Street. That's where the magic begins. Only a handful of times we've ever gone down that we do not start with Magic Kingdom. There's something about walking on Main Street. It is a tough one. There's something about walking on Main Street. The castle in front of you, the sense of popcorn and the confectionery, Starbucks. It's mind blowing. So I think Magic Kingdom has to be number one. But I'll tell you, my close second is Animal Kingdom. I absolutely love Animal Kingdom. I love Animal Kingdom because it has wild animals, has animals there, but it's not a zoo. They're not caged, so to speak. You're able to see them sometimes be pretty up close and personal with them on the safari, by the way. They may walk right out in front of the truck, walk right up to the side of where you are on the truck. I mean, that's been known to happen. I love the music in Asia and Africa. I love that the celebration of the colors and the flavors there. The food there is really good. So my close second is Animal Kingdom. Then it really becomes Epcot and Hollywood Studios. I'd probably say my next favorite is Epcot, simply because I love the countries. I love going through and looking at the countries. Again, the sights and the sounds and the music. Meeting cast members, I absolutely love. I could spend a day just talking to cast members at any given park. Love it. I love, especially the kids that are as part of the college program. It is so neat what their vision for the future is. Just talking with them, I love it. Being able to go through the countries, be able to talk to people from their respective countries is really, really cool. Love doing that. So I guess I would put Hollywood Studios as last, but it's not my least favorite. It's just number 4 because Hollywood Studios really kind of takes me back to. I love old movies. I used to watch old movies with my mom and dad, so that's really kind of what I grew up watching. So it kind of takes me there. The food there is really good too. There's some great places to eat there. We love Mama Melrose's. We love 50's Prime Time Cafe. I like going into the Starbucks there because it's not as busy as the other parks. It's a little bit more relaxed to me. I love it. I have really fallen in love with the animation projection show that they just started. As a matter of fact, I was there on the opening night of that. I love that. So it's not my least favorite, but it's number 4. So I guess I'd say Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. Yeah, Robin, the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom is Broadway level, blows your mind, incredible. That is always, we don't always go to the Lion King show when we're at Animal Kingdom, oddly enough, because we just kind of do different, we usually end up pin trading and stuff. There's some really great pin trading at the gift shops there at the front of Animal Kingdom. But we love Lion King, and we took Robin, got to see Lion King for the first time. And I'm going to tell on you, Robin, but we just looked over at her and she was just like jaw drop. Wow. Fantastic show. Yeah, Brian, I do too. We actually, they only gave us like 45 days notice that they were closing down the Great Movie Ride. So we booked it down there. We went down and rode it like the week before it closed down. I loved it. I wish they would have kept it. I understand why part of it had to change because there was a lot of contracts had expired between Disney and MGM and Turner Broadcasting. There was a lot of behind the scenes contract work, is my understanding, that kind of ended. So something had to be done. But with the acquisitions that Disney has made, I wish they would have said, you know what, let's hang on as long as we can or try to get something in there. I'm excited about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm really excited about that. But there's so many places, there are so many empty buildings on property at Hollywood Studios, that why couldn't they have utilized that and kept the movie ride, even if they had to close the movie ride down for a little while. And now you have the huge Fox acquisition, which brings a whole host of movies into the mix. I think they could have promoted their streaming service with the great movie ride. I loved it. I loved that attraction. I wish I'd have gone to it more, but we a lot of times have to go down so quickly that Hollywood Studios was not always on the top of our list because we always went to Magic Kingdom first. Monster Soundstage Theater, yep, AJC Magic TV, yeah, Monster Soundstage Theater for sure. Yeah, there's just so many. When you kind of look at an aerial of Hollywood Studios, there's still so much to be done. Of course, they just built Galaxy's Edge, but there are so many buildings back there in the backlot from the old backlot tour that they could utilize, and I hope they will. There's so much potential at that park. I'm curious to see what Galaxy's Edge is going to do as far as the attendance to the park. Attendance has been really low, actually. You don't really feel it when you're at the parks at Disney World because they're very, very busy. But we did run down for an overnight trip so that I could do the streaming on the 4th of July for the fireworks. And we had multiple cast members say that was for the last 3 or 4 years that had been the park had actually not reached capacity. And I remember where if you did not get to Magic Kingdom on the morning of July 4th, you didn't get in the park. It never reached capacity. So there, a lot of people are like, maybe they're waiting for Galaxy's Edge. I don't know, maybe so. I think with any kind of theme park, anything like that, you're going to see ebbs and flows of attendance. The economy, of course, affects a lot of it. So it's going to be interesting to see how Galaxy's Edge plays out. Honestly, I'm going to speculate, and it hasn't even opened, but I think it's going to morph. I think Galaxy's Edge, I know one of the big things is none of the old classic stuff is there. None of the original characters that built the franchise are there. I'm going to be really curious to see if that changes because I don't know. I don't know if there's enough interest in the future of Star Wars to really make that happen. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to be there on the 20th. We'll have eyes on it, kind of get a feel of it and that. It is kind of disheartening that you have to pay a lot of money, $200 to buy a lightsaber, $100 to build a droid. So that's something that we're not going to do in all likelihood. I'm curious to, eat some of the little snacks and things there, and of course we'll ride Smuggler's Run, and then December, the Rise of the Resistance will open and we'll try that out as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it all plays out, but I'm glad to see that something else is kind of invigorating the park over at Hollywood Studios. And of course, we have the gondola system that is going to be coming online, which is amazing. I know a lot of people are, oh no, the gondolas are going to be hot. I don't think they are. They're moving fast enough. They're vented well enough that I think you're going to be fine. The longest trip, I think, is like 12 minutes on those anyway. It's going to be interesting to see phase 2. My understanding, even phase 3 of bringing those in around Animal Kingdom, connecting some of the other resorts into Epcot and possibly even to Magic Kingdom. It's going to be real interesting to see how the future plays out. Will there be gondolas for Hollywood Studio? There already are, but how will that be incorporated with some of the other aspects of the parks that are out there? So it's really neat to see what is happening at Disney right now. I know a lot of people are kind of, there's too much. I like it. I like change. I know even watching the changes at Epcot, a lot of people are like, oh, well, which we have to remember, Epcot, even on opening day, was not the original vision of Walt Disney's Epcot. Epcot was to be a community. It was to be a place where people lived, worshiped, shopped, and worked. It never was that. It's always basically been an educational theme park. And so, I don't have this sentimental connection to it that, oh, well, now it's taking away Walt. I think Epcot is one of those things that's going to have to continually change. I think continually changing Epcot is in keeping with Walt's vision for that park. And it's going to be really neat. I know Illuminations Reflections of Earth is ending. A lot of people are bummed out about it. I'm excited about a new show. I really am. I hate to see Illuminations go. I've enjoyed that, but it's had a great run. 20 years? It's a pretty good run for a fireworks show. I'm ready to see something else, see what other Imagineering takes place. And so, and that's one of the things about here. We love a lot of the classics, over at Magic Kingdom. Hey, TTG, good to see you guys. Over at Magic Kingdom, don't touch Country Bear Jamboree. Don't touch Carousel of Progress. What are some of the, Small World? There are just some, don't touch, except for minor things. But there are other aspects of the parks that, I love to see. We love, hey, Miss Galaxy, good to see you. We love to see the updates. So we love to see the changes coming, because I believe that if there's one thing about the theme park mindset, based upon the whole creative mindset of Walt Disney, was that the future is about change. He'd want to see change. And, some of the change, may be good or bad or indifferent, whatever, but I think change is good. And I'm excited about what's happening on property across the parks. And my understanding is, and TTG, if you guys are still in, you may have seen it. They have either installed or they are installing a drawbridge between Magic Kingdom and Grand Floridian on that walkway. I heard something about that today. But Jasmine's entertaining. Great. It's going great. Had a great day today. Having a great night tonight. Can't wait to hang out and chats with everybody, but we're having a lot of fun. Hey, VYC, Stephanie, good to see you. Good to have you with us. And so change is good. And I think even seeing across our community, and as our families grow and as they change, you're going to see interest change. It's really neat to see some of our YouTube community that are 10 and 15 years younger than I am. And then when they talk about, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, it was all about the thrill rides and all about that. Now they're appreciating the nostalgia. And I really think that is what separates Walt Disney. I've never been out to Disneyland, so I'm just going to speak from terms of Walt Disney World. I think it is the nostalgia and Walt's vision that separates Walt Disney World and Disney period from any other theme park, any other amusement park, anything like that on the planet. And that's just my opinion, because it is something for everyone. I know in the whole hoopla a few weeks back when there was the lady wrote the article that was picked up by the New York Post that millennials without children should not be allowed at Disney. That is absolutely ridiculous. We love Disney. Susie and I love Disney before we ever had Bekah. Disney has something for everyone, and I think that's what makes Disney so special. And I believe whether you're young or whether you're old, you still find that there's magic there. There's truly magic there, and it's just awesome. It is just really, really cool. Two Real Geeks, what's up? You name it, guys. How's it up in Georgia? But it's good. We're doing good. It is still about thrill rides for me. Yeah. Well, yes, I have. And some of the thrill rides you guys do are insane. I honestly think some of them, there's not enough money out there. I don't think you can pay me enough to get on some of those. But hey, you know what I do? Your channel allows me to, channels like you guys that go on those point of views of those rides, it allows me to live through you. So mission accomplished, because you will never see me on them. You will not. I can't. I don't know. It's my inner ear or something. I would be the 911 call at the end of it. That's exactly what would happen. So we're nuts. It's okay. Hey, it's okay to be a little nutty. That's all right. No worries with that. That is for sure. But you guys keep up the great work too. And if you guys haven't checked out Two Real Geeks, check out their channel as well. They do a great job. And like you said, they have great point of view videos. They just do great. And I want to thank them too. Hopefully we'll be able to get together sometime at the parks. We talked about doing that, maybe even doing some streaming together. I'd love for any of us. I mean, anytime you guys want to say, hey, let's do with StreamYard, we can bring up to 6 channels in. Let's do it. I'm all for that. I'm all for bringing more folks in and having roundtable. So if any of you guys say, and write in the chat now, if you want to do that next week, I'll send you an invitation and we'll do a roundtable chat, of either news and views or Thursday Night Live, where we pretty much just talk about anything and everything. So if it's something that you guys want to do, jump right in. Two Real Geeks tells me, all right, let's go for Monday. Two Real Geeks, let's go for Monday. We'll go live at 7 o'clock, as long as that doesn't, cross over anything with you guys, but let's do it. And I guess I just send you the send you an invitation. But yeah, well, it's just a lot of fun. And TTG, check out them. Touring the Galaxy. Dana and John are amazing. If you've never checked out their channel, I think probably most of you have, but if you haven't, you're missing a great channel. These guys are amazing. Dana is he is like a tech guru for me. I'm like, if I think of any question of any of this technical stuff, I'm going to have to corner Dana and ask him. Dana, you do a great job, buddy. John, you're amazing too. So check out Touring the Galaxy, and of course Miss Galaxy, she was in here earlier. And but anyway, it's a great family, great people. Loved meeting them multiple times at the parks. Look forward to hanging out with them again. But so tonight is basically just a little bit of a kind of a live get together before 8 o'clock, when kind of everybody goes prime time on the YouTube channels. But if you guys would like for us to do a little jump in together and do a stream together, we'd love to do that. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, cool. We got it, Two Row Geeks. We'll do that. That's awesome. I've been really enjoying the channel spotlights that they've been doing, like Walt has been doing. I have really liked those. It is so neat to hear. That's what Steve's World. Steve did one, has been doing them as well. That is so neat to hear about the vision of everybody's YouTube channels. We love it. It is amazing to hear their stories. I think I shared this the other night, but when they were talking to Zippity Doodad about kind of what got them into a YouTube channel, it sounds like our story. And then I heard, Charlie and Stacy with Disney Nerd Herders, like, wow, there's our story again. How and all of us have kind of come together as this community within the same period of time. I think we're a little newer than a lot of you guys, but kind of the same time period within the last year and a half of really kind of coming together as a community. And it's just really, really neat. And thank you, Touring the Galaxy. They're great encouragers for our channel too. They have provided great input for our channel. They've been doing this longer than us, and I thank you guys, because you really are a huge help. Really a huge help. Awesome. So StreamYards is I'm going to put that one up there, Two Row Geeks. I like that. It looks so good for you now. Good move for you. I appreciate that very much. So anyway, it's not quite 8 o'clock, so we're about ready to wrap up. Kind of be watching the channel. I know Rebecca's got some Bekah's Thingamabobs coming up a little bit. She's going to be doing her five top attractions at Epcot. Epcot. She did one Animal Kingdom, and her 5 attractions at Magic Kingdom. Oh, there she is. She's peeking and say hello. So you're going to be going on 5 months on the 10th, right? And I think we talked about that one night at the park when we were streaming at 4th of July. Is that we started about the same time, and that is so cool. That is really cool. Dude, you rock too much for us. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, their channels here are fantastic. TTG said, "Hey, Bekah." Full throttle school, guys. So I know some of the young people on our channel, in our community, are going to be starting back to school here. So remember them in your prayers. Remember their teachers in your prayers, that they have a really, really good year. So a lot's going on, a lot in the world today, and it's so cool that our kids can watch the YouTube channels like this. That's words of like Walt says, of positivity, family friendly. I don't have to worry about what she's going to hear, like if we were watching television, and that is so neat. And I want to thank you guys tonight, all of you guys that are in chat tonight, because we're all in streams together. We'll probably be in streams together later tonight.
Hey TTG.
But I just want to tell you thank you for what you guys do. Thank you for providing entertainment to us and doing what you do. It's so appreciative. So let's see. All right, summer. You did. Lucky minute. The summer went so fast. It did. It seems like, literally for us, it seems like the school bell rang and school was out, and it is already back in. And of course, Susie is a teacher, so for her, she had to start back. I think Josh was Resort TV 1. He started back this past Monday as well. A lot of teachers here in Florida started back on Monday, so they've been in full throttle.
Was
Let's see. We can say Noah gave us a shout out last night after seeing what we are now to push us to the 1,000 mark. I know. I'm telling you what. You talk about growing at light speed. My lands, we're going to be celebrating. You guys celebrating it in no time flat. That is awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, it did. It did. It went crazy fast. So the summer's not over yet. Yes, right, because you have the September trip. That is so true. So what Bekah's signaling me. I don't know what she's saying. She just doesn't signal me very well. They can see the sign. She says, make sure they see the sign. There's the sign. There's the sign. Miss Robin made us this wonderful sign congratulating us for our 200 subscribers. We now have 229, so that's awesome. Yay. Maybe it'll stay up there. So anyway, that's about it for tonight. That's about it for Mickey Sightings. And I will get you one subscribe. No, 230. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. That about wraps us up for tonight. We'll be back for news and views on Monday night. And then, of course, first day of school. So you can see how Susie or Bekah's first day of school went. And then also we'll have some videos that we're going to be uploading over the weekend. We got a couple more videos to get out there. So be watching those. Please make sure if you haven't subscribed, that you subscribe to our channel. Click the thumbs up before you head out tonight. Leave a comment. Let us know if you have ways we can improve our channel, things that you'd like to see on our channel. Hey, we'd love to do that. And also ring that notification bell so that when we upload a video or go live, you guys get a message for Boo School. Yeah, I know. And Tricks and yours is going to be on the way soon. We got, like I said, we got a couple more things that we're trying to add to it. Which, if you remember, Tricks won our 200 subscriber giveaway. So yay! So good night, everyone. Had a great time tonight. Great stream tonight. And we'll see you in the chat later. And always remember that Mickey Sightings is where family and adventure await. And as Walt said, never lose sight of this one thing. It was all started by a mouse. See y'all real soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.